Alright guys, I'm gonna take two things that I really love. Beef Galbi, which is those nice Korean short ribs you do at a barbecue or at a Korean barbecue restaurant. And I'm gonna up it by adding that marinade to beef tenderloin. This is Beef Galbi on a whole other level. So the first thing we're gonna do here is make a big batch of marinade. Now, I do a lot of things by eye and just throwing it out together. I'll try my best to do measurements, but here we go. So I have this nice big pot. I have 32 ounces of water and I'm gonna bring it to a boil. All right, I have the water starting to boil. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add some sugar. The whole reason the water is boiling is because I want to dissolve sugar in the water so it makes a syrup. Okay, that's gonna get into the meat really, really well. So I have a pound of brown sugar. I'm gonna dump the whole thing in the water. I'm also gonna add about a cup of regular sugar. And I'm gonna add another cup of sugar. It's good to make this marinade in big batches. That way it'll keep in your fridge for a long time and you can use it whenever you need it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the heat off. All the sugar is dissolved. All right, up next we have some frozen concentrated orange juice, 12 ounces. Okay, I'm gonna pour half of this in there. I'm actually gonna add the rest of the orange juice concentrate. Now over here I have a tube of minced ginger. So I'm gonna put in like half of that tube. And now we have our soy sauce. Okay, I have 2 quarts. I'm gonna start by adding 1 quart. I'm going to add the other quart. Delicious. So I have 32 ounces of water here. All right, I'm gonna add another 32 ounces of water. All right, I'm gonna add another 32 ounces of water. Our pot is almost full at this point. All right, so what I've done here is I split the mixture into 2 food buckets because there was just no more room in that pot. And I added 16 ounces to each. So an additional 32 ounces to the whole mixture. I'll put the exact measurements in the video description. All right, so the next step of this plan is I have this whole beef tenderloin here and I'm gonna show you how to trim it. All right, so when you get this out of the bag or the cryovac packaging, I call this the top and you'll see this here, that's the bottom, okay? Just so we're on the same page. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it over so we can see the top of it. Now it's got all this fat on top and that you can pretty much just pull off with your hands. Okay, just like that. So all this connective tissue that you see that looks like silver skin, you can pull that off. Just rip it off with your hands. Now one side of the tenderloin is gonna have what's called the chain. Okay, see I'm separating it here. Okay, so the chain usually comes off. Okay, now you don't throw it in the trash. This makes the most amazing ground beef. But usually when you're gonna be cutting steaks, you don't include the chain in this. This also makes amazing stew meat. So ground beef, you can use it for stews, or if you've ever been a chef in a professional kitchen, this is the chef's favorite snack, where you just put some Montreal steak spice on this. You just take this chain like this, put some Montreal steak spice, roast it in an oven at 400 for like 20-30 minutes or so, and it is really, really good beef. It's called Scooby Snacks back in the kitchen. So I'm gonna put this over here in this bowl. That's my trim, okay? Now over here, we're back to our beef tenderloin, and what we wanna do is clean it up. So we wanna take this silver skin off. Okay, it takes a little bit of practice with your knife, but basically what you wanna do is start slowly slicing off all this connective tissue. All right, there we go. I'm gonna angle my knife upwards a little bit. Just like that. And obviously make sure your knife's really sharp. This is therapeutic, by the way. I find it therapeutic. I could sit here and butcher meat all day. All right, now to make this easier to work with, I'm just gonna cut it in half. Okay, we'll put 1/2 over here, and then we'll come back to this piece. So, the bottom end of the tenderloin has 2 pieces, okay? It's got this piece here, and it's got this piece here, and for my intents and purposes, I'm just gonna separate them. Okay, all this extra fat you can trim off. All right. Now, if you were cutting steaks, you could start, you know, cutting steaks this way. Now, I said in my original recipe, we're gonna do Korean style beef tenderloin. So instead of galbi, which is the short ribs, I'm gonna do thin slices of beef tenderloin. Okay, so I'm just gonna do them maybe like 1/2 inch thick, just like that. All right, and I'm gonna start putting them in this food bucket along the bottom there. Okay, I want to press those down to make sure I get rid of any air pockets, and then I'm gonna ladle in some of that marinade. Okay, just like that. Just a little marinade. And I'll keep going layer by layer. And I think by now you guys get the idea, right? Here's that other half of the tenderloin. So I'm just going to trim it up just a little more and get rid of some of this connective tissue. And again, I'm going to start slicing it. All right, so now we have our container full of our sliced beef tenderloin. I've topped it pretty much with the marinade, and now this is gonna get covered and go in the fridge for 12 to 24 hours before we grill it.